Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Nick of Nick Studios and let's get right into it. Okay, so today is going to be more of a kind of casual video. I know that it's been a while since I've last uploaded, so I just wanted to kind of touch base with you guys and actually receive some input from you, the fans, on how we should go about handling this new idea that I recently had. So as you can probably tell by the title of the video and the current title screen, I'm considering tweaking the targeting system in Doorkeeper. Normally, how card effects would work with targeting, a card effect would specify something, for instance, like destroy target unit. And this new system is not going to replace that. It is more so a new form that it can take in certain circumstances. To illustrate that, I have the meteor shower card up on the left side there. And as you can see, I have a 3x3 grid with three specified red target dots. I got this idea from a recent video on the Red Zone Rogue channel. It's a great channel. First of all, make sure that you guys go and check it out. I will leave a link to Red Zone Rogue's video in the description. But his video was covering a kind of new game called Sorcery, and there's a lot of similarity between Sorcery and Doorkeeper. So I was inspired in how they use their grid, how they use their grid field to basically kind of work with to work with their cards and select targets for effects. Not only targets, but they'll also sometimes, instead of just doing like specified areas, they'll also kind of use number values to indicate damage in a sort of area of effect. And I thought that was a great idea to make use of, this whole other dimension that we're bringing to a table terrain card game. So let's throw up the grid on the screen here, the main field, and here is the specific targeting grid from the meteor shower card. So this is kind of still in testing. We're going to see how this works to even implement this grid system. We're hoping that it's not too complicated, but I think it's going to be really fun. And it's going to give you just like a little bit more of like an intuitive control over where your card effects are going to apply. So let's take a look at the meteor shower. As we see in the effect, upon entering, you burn target legions for X damage, where X is, of course, the cost that you paid for the card. And as we can see, there are three red dots in that 3x3 grid, and those are representing the three meteors that you see in the card. And as you can see, on the center here, we have the grid itself. And so there are two sort of options that we are currently considering for how to go about this. The first one is that the targeting grid area has to be completely on the field. So as long as this central sort of setup is like this, we can go up and down. Like this would be a valid setup. This would be a valid setup. And of course, this as well. Another option that we were considering was that as long as the center of the grid is covering or is on the field, that this is a sort of valid way of targeting. So for instance, you could even take this and set it off to the side here so that just the target in the upper row and that right target are going to apply to specific legions. We're just not sure if that's going to be perhaps too overpowered and give sort of too much diversity of options. However, I don't currently think it's going to be an issue. With that being said, again, I would love for your input on this new grid system. If you think we should just have the sort of the whole grid has to be on the field type distinction, or if you think it's okay that we can, just have anywhere as long as that center sort of tile is on the field. Of course, and if you think that this grid system is too complicated even, please leave that in the comments. I think it's pretty simple because, you're just saying like, this is where it affects. But, if it's not, I'd love to hear your feedback. So make sure to kind of comment on this video, and I'll read through all the comments. And with that being said, make sure to like and subscribe so that you too can enter the door to adventure. Thanks for watching.